Hey guys, Anthem here, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. And today, I'm going to be answering the age-old question of how much dedicated RAM do you need for the server? And specifically in today's video, we're going to be testing out what happens when you set off large chunks of TNT explosions on a server that is hosted, that has 48 gigabytes of RAM dedicated to it. So this is actually not like my client having 48 gigabytes of RAM dedicated to it, because as you can see on the top right of the screen there, it's actually only 4 gigabytes of RAM. Well, it converts down to 3.6. But if I go ahead and I disconnect here, you can actually see that I am running this off of a server. So I'm kind of thinking that the way that the explosion is going to behave is going to be a little bit different, because the actual calculations for the TNT is not being rendered by me, the client. Now I'll still get some frame rate lag, but I do think after a while that frame rate lag will dip down. And that's what we're testing in this video, is to see if like the server will crash, when using way too much TNT and whatnot. It's essentially the same test that I did a couple of weeks ago, but being done with the server hosting it to see how it will react, because this is science, and science means testing many things. So anyways, I think we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna set this off. What do you guys think? I mean, I do know, again, I think I'll get frame rate lag, so I thought I typed in Flint. There we go. Okay, and we're just gonna set this off. Let's go ahead and let's set the time of day here, 1000. There we go, and bam, let's set this off. I think I need my in-game sounds to be a little bit louder, but here we go. So okay, we get all kinds of frame rate lag, and if we go ahead and we get above this explosion, I actually think it's like once you get above the frame rate lag area, you just start getting a lot of this, and your frame rate doesn't really dip down all that much. So yeah, as you can see here, there's like all kinds, and it's done. So actually, I think that explosion went off a lot quicker than the last one that I wound up doing. And look, I actually kept drops on. So, the items that are going to be dropping on the ground are still there. There's 2,000 of them in total, I guess, right now, because I can see the entity count is at 2,000. But, of course, if this was just that test, that would not be good enough. We need to see what happens when you take this up to at least 12 or 13. Oh, crap. When you press F3 and D, it actually gets rid of your past command. Oh, no, I exited out of the server. Anyways, let's do tilde 7, tilde 7, tilde negative 7, tilde, I think it's tilde 15, and then tilde 7. Oh, no, tilde negative 7. There we go. And then TNT. Okay, so that'll give me, I think, the same thing that I had set up before. 3,600. I don't think that's exactly the same, but it's pretty close anyways. So let's go and let's set up a couple of these here in the nearby area. Of course, just trying to really add on to the crater that is this area. I'm actually going to dig deep down in the ground for this one, I think, just for the fun of it. And let's go ahead and let's do this. Bam. Okay, let's go and let's go up, and let's see here. Okay, there we go. So there's a whole bunch in the ground there. Let's go and let's do another one right here, just because. Why do I keep pasting a number that I had? I have no idea. Anyways, let's go and let's do this. Okay, bam. All right, there we go. So, yeah. This should be pretty interesting. Now, again, the only thing I'm really aiming to do in-game is to get out of the frame rate killing area, because I think once you leave it and come back, your game handles it a lot differently than it would before. So I'm not really too sure though, and I don't think pausing the game is going to help at all, because again, that's not going to stop the calculations from happening. So let's just go ahead and let's really just try and get above this area here. Okay, come on. I'm just trying to climb here. That's all I'm trying to do. Like if you look at the tree line there, you'll see I'm very slowly climbing out of this area. And another thing that can happen as well is if I actually exit out of the server and come back, I think I won't wind up being in like quite a frame rate limiting area. So what I'm going to do, oh, actually it looks like, wow, it's already calculated out. It's already done. That's 10,000 TNT well, it's not calculated. It's still calculating it, but now all of the actual entities are gone. So yeah, it is also worth noting I am running this on the latest snapshot as well, so the way that particles and entities are handled is a lot better than it is in Minecraft 1.8. So yeah, there's that. But anyways, I think I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to wait this one out here for a little bit, and then what we're likely going to do is test out setting off the explosion, then leaving the server and waiting to see if I like wait 10 seconds or so, what'll happen if I join mid-explosion. You know what I mean? So I just need to wait for this. There are 3,000 entities on screen, 17,000 particles loaded, and I think that might actually be it. I think that's it. Bam! Look at all this. This is like explosion central right here. There's all kinds going on. And look at how fast the water's actually responding right now. So the server pretty much got right back into the swing of things there. If the server itself was lagging really badly, that water would not be flowing very well. And all this lava is flowing just normally as well. So yeah. All right, we're going to choose a different area here. We're going to set off some more. Maybe an area that just like surrounds this entire thing. So we're just going to go ahead. We're going to do this here. Let me actually set this up so that my head's not going to get trapped in this every time. Okay, bam. I guess my head's still going to get trapped in it. Okay, you know what? Let's do 17 above my head and then 2 above my head, and I should be good now. Yay! Okay. So now I can place a few more of these. Okay, I don't know if actually those 2 are close enough, so let's just drop another one right here. Yeah. So okay, this is whoa. Okay, that's 1 2 3 4 5. So if you want to do the math, you can 36 times 5. Yeah. Okay. So let's see here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set off this one right here, and then I am going to leave the server. I'm just going to hit the disconnect button right now. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sit here for a little bit, just for a moment, because now I know the explosion is actually going off. And let's go ahead and let's join up the server and see what happens. Okay, okay, it decided to wait. All right, well, you know what? I'm going to disconnect again. Okay, bam, I'm just going to disconnect. I'm just going to continue to see what happens, because of course I can actually do this. I can just let it calculate on its own. So it does whoa, it does appear as if, you know what, I'm going to go into F1 mode here. This is like screenshot worthy here. But yeah, it does appear as if you don't wind up leaving the frame rate area. If anything, it just doesn't help because it unloads the world chunks that you're in, and now it's just like nothing but TNT. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, my God, the amount of TNT here. Okay, I'm starting to get some world chunks here. Oh, my God. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is a bit more what I was expecting here, where the TNT just sort of all collapses into these random areas, and you see them move around in, like, little spurts and whatnot. That's kind of what I was expecting to see here. So, yeah. I mean, it does appear as if you use TNT, like, with 48 gigabytes of RAM dedicated to the server, that it helps a lot. And I actually think right now the server itself only has 2 gigabytes of RAM dedicated to it, so the whole like garbage collection of RAM works a lot better either on this version of Minecraft or this version of Minecraft server. So you do not need as much dedicated RAM as you needed in the past, guys. You just don't. Like, it's super awesome that way. But yeah, before we go ending off the video, of course, I'm going to take this into, well, I said I was taking it into 11 before. I'm really going to take it into 11. And when this explosion is all done, we're just going to take this entirely too far. Are you guys ready? Alright, well, my game actually wound up crashing there, so I did have to restart Minecraft and the server itself. But as you can see in front of us here, there is still a whole lot of explosion, and there was no actual remaining TNT that was exploding. So it does appear as if all of those explosion changes saved. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to retype the fill command here. So tilde, what is it? It's tilde 7, tilde 2... tilde 7, tilde negative 7, tilde 16, no, 17, tilde 7 TNT. Okay, oh, whoa, no, that's not it. Okay, I did tilde 7 by mistake. I meant to do tilde negative 7 on this last one. Bam, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna take this up to 11, as we commonly do. Yeah, so we're just, I mean, this is not going to be quite as much TNT as the, like, 100,000 TNT explosion that I did, but we're just going to be setting off TNT just everywhere, okay? I know that I could probably place, like, 10 times more than these if I just set up the command correctly, but whatever. We're just going to go and we're going to place all kinds of these around, just bam. Okay, and we're just going to see what happens. And then, of course, I'm going to dig a crater into the earth as well. So, you know, we've got this giant crater here. We would be foolish to not do more with it. Not do more with it. Okay. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Look at this. Oh, God. Okay, yeah. Look. I think we can... This is safe to say. This is like the world's biggest fuse. Okay? Like, look at that. Look at that. Like, I can't even right now. Okay? I'm just gonna fly up. Okay? You know, just fly away. Nope. I don't want to be anywhere near this thing. And I'm still very, oh God, TNT is flying way past me right now. All right, well, if this ever eventually, like, fully explodes, I will see you guys on the other side, because I'm not going to disconnect from the server, but I'm going to fly up, and if my frame rate starts coming back, then I will see you then. Well, I have a bit of an update here. After quite a few minutes of me trying to actually diagnose this, it does look like as if I figured out the root of the problems. And the reason why my server was crashing so very much is because of the fact that it would basically force itself to crash if it didn't actually receive an update after 60 seconds. So I just set that number to be 6,000 seconds. And it does appear as if that actually wound up fixing the problem. And like, at the very least, things are going here. So as you can see, there's explosions all around. The world itself generated quite a bit. But of course, we're still waiting for the vast majority of this to finish up. So once it does, I will get back to you and we will see what the final status of this world looks like. Alright, and it does appear as if the explosion itself is actually finished wrapping up here. So let's go ahead and let's do just a quick reload of all of the chunks in the area. And you can see there's still like a piece of gravel flying around. There's still a few pieces of gravel flying around here. But yeah, I mean, that explosion just pretty much ripped apart everything that wasn't directly bedrock. So yeah, that was pretty awesome. But yeah, that actually did wind up answering a pretty key question of mine. And that was, you know, like how much dedicated RAM does it take in order to run a Minecraft server? And it's actually not a lot of RAM, but if you want to wind up doing really intense tests, then there is a server configuration file that you have to change, which is near the top. It's like, you know, server tick count or whatever, and the number will be 60,000 or whatever. You have to basically just like add a couple of zeros to that, because then the server won't kill itself because it hasn't gotten a response after a while, because the server is doing work. It's just, it takes more than 60 seconds to do these calculations. So yeah. So anyways, guys, I hope you all have enjoyed this random little video of mine. My name is AntVenom, and by the way, if you guys have any more test ideas, let me know in the comment section down below. But anyways, my name is AntVenom, and I bid you all farewell, guys. Thanks so much for watching.